Day 3, so today is an extension for Lively, but as you guys saw yesterday, I finished that one, but I will continue to pack those special editions and have them sent to my customers right away because I know they've been waiting for it and they want to have them as soon as possible. But today, I also have In Connections, which is, you'll see it here in YouTube as well. INC Radio In Connections, we're live every 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. So today, March 25, and tomorrow, March 26, I'm also a host. But for your future reference, I'm there every week. So watch me go live every week. And today, I'm going to show you a bit of my setup and how I do it behind the scenes. This is my camera and this is my setup. Hi!
Hi guys, welcome to my home.
5 hours later.
Part of being an INC ambassador of Faith, Love, and Hope, F. Manalo Angeles City is having a lot of practices when it comes to performances and also bonding. And we usually bond with a quest game. So, say hi!
Much later.
I'm currently looking into different types of containers for baked salshi. And I want it to look cute, but I need it to be microwavable because as you guys know, baked salshi is baked salmon sushi. So you need it to be microwavable. And I'm eyeing a few things right now, but I don't think they're microwavable. Like, look at that. That looks pretty cute, but I need it to be microwavable. And right now, I think it's just for desserts. I don't think I did much for Lively today. I know I still have a few more books that I need to pack. I feel like I need to be more productive. So again, I'm trying to integrate all of these things all together. And I still haven't conceptualized the podcast. Anyway, continue with looking for containers.
A few moments later.
Okay, well, we will look for more. On April 17, if I'm not mistaken, we have one customer who has already ordered for baked sashi, and we're excited to have that. But at the same time, we have to secure the containers. Hopefully, we get this by next week or so. I think that's it for today.
The next day.
4 days. So today is supposed to be the day where I focus on baked salshi, where I will look for different type of containers and the type of branding, also conceptualizing the type of stickers that we would use for the packaging and so on. But if you guys remember, yesterday I kind of did an advance on that. We were looking for containers, and as you all saw, there's not much microwavable container, so we may opt to the usual ones, which is fine because it's all about the promotion and marketing and how we do them. And I did figure out 2 types of contests to release, so I'm kind of excited in how to do them. But the number one thing is I'm not the one who's going to do the first contest. I think I'm going to ask my brother because he has the humor. He has the physical humor. I think he can pull that off. So my brother, aka also my editor, my younger brother Lan, should be the one doing that. Now, in terms of the 4 things that I have to do, which is Sun Life Insurance, being a financial advisor, my podcast, Lively, and baked salshi. Have I done something for them today? Only conceptualizing the content so far for baked salshi. And if I have time later on, I will continue with Lively packaging the books. And because I said, I know that my customers want them as soon as possible. And can you see little Casey and Season at behind? Yes. At nakita nyo po yung reaction ni Kate.
Oh my gosh, napakasarap talaga.
Yeah, it's so
Ayun,
good.
babalikan namin to. Magiging suki kami dito sana.
True. Ngayon, pupunta kami sa bake shop thing na nakita namin kahapon para sa mga containers for baked salshi. Yes, Casey. Ito yung nakita natin online. Wow. Sige, 30 pesos. Mga 50 pesos yan. Big sashi. Ito yung parang pang leche flan, chino, na pwede din to. Oh, ito siguro yung pwede din sa mga students. No?
Cute.
No?
Yes.
Like 99 pesos or so. Ito yung basic na lagi nating nakikita na container ng lahat. At least microwavable. And this one would be good for yung mga dips and sauces. Pang sa wasabi and kikoman natin. Ay, okay. Sasabihin ko pa naman, yung usapan naman next natin, Chin, is kaperahan. Magkano? Okay, wait lang. Dito pala. What did you see?
Halika, halika.
Oh, halika. Ay! Oh, saan tayo? Saan tayo? Saan tayo? Saan tayo? What? Buhoy! After going to 268, we're now going home and we're no longer going to New Star. Personally, for me, yung mga containers dun sa New Star, I don't think it's durable enough to withstand. Damn! Ay, grabe ka naman!
Hindi ka naman mag-ginagawa.
I love it. I really love it. Si KJ isa sa mga pinakabata sa amin, pero like at times talaga siya yung mas pinaka-prank sa aming lahat. Thank you again, Chin and Kate, kanina. Dahil kanina.
One day later.
Day 5. So last Sunday I was with Gracie and we were looking at Power Mac because my uncle told me that I will need an iPad for insurance and its proposals. And that was just canvassing. I'm on my way to SM Clark. I'm meeting up with my uncle and I think I'm going to secure that iPad. I will be paying for it, but my uncle is the one who's going to give me the way to get it first. I will stay motivated and I will work very hard, especially during this 100 days, because I know to myself that I can achieve these things, that the goals that I want, and I will make it happen. Change location, we're no longer going to SM Clark, we're going to SM Talabastagan because my uncle just called and he said they don't have stock, so parang hindi mo pala yata ka-uwi na may iPad. Sayang yung gas talaga. So, okay, I'm going in.
One hour later.
Pag-usapan natin dun sa iPad. Yung 10th gen nga kasi may bago daw processor na darating. And yung bagong processor na yon is A16 tapos A14 pa yata yung dun sa 10th gen. So talagang magiging outdated nga siya. Wala na silang available na Air din. Di ba last time na nagtanong tayo dito din, meron pa sila nun? O ayun.
So, inisipin mo, ang question dyan, kaya mo ba siya? Kasi, ang pagkuha lang ng iPad para sa work natin is simple lang. Doon lang sa Sunmart, doon sa mga tools natin na kailangan.
Yeah.
So, if you can afford to buy something na mas higher version, so why not coconut? So, yun ang tanong natin.
Yeah.
Will you able to
Sustain
or pay the amount?
Okay.
Kaya lang, dapat ang ano natin, target is just for 3 months para to make sure that you are financially
Capable.
capable.
Tama.
Verdict, you don't need to buy right now because it's not practical na bibili ka ng old version then mayroon naman palang darating na latest version. So maybe it is for work use lang naman, mas okay na yung A16, but if you want a higher version, why not coconut? So get the iPad Pro. However, if you just use it for work only, it's not practical.
Oo nga. Okay.
Yun.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Tita. Bye!
2, 3, go!
So at the end of 5th day, I still didn't get an iPad, but that's okay. My uncle did say that I could have gotten the iPad 10 Gen if I wanted to. However, I opted not to simply because I just don't think it's the right one for me. Other than that, when I went home, I did conceptualize with my cousin, which is Chin, and we were talking about the podcast and what we should do, and I think we have a good rundown. And since it's a podcast, we could freely talk about it. I wanted to have structure, and I wanted to be able to say what we want to say and not be binded by anything. But at the same time, I also want our viewers to be able to relate to what we have to say, and that you can follow through with what we're talking about. So I guess that's it for 5th day. Day 6, I'm currently here in Balibago, where we have a Sun Life office where we're going to do the training. So wish me luck! Overall, the training went well, and I do think it was interesting for me to see how they would discuss things in theory and have actual real-life scenarios as examples. So that was fascinating. Besides that, the conceptualization for the podcast was done yesterday, so I think we have a pretty good rundown. All we had to do is actually secure the location of where we're going to film the podcast and actually just do it, you know? Day 7. Okay, now we're doing the podcast, and I'm just waiting for my 2 guests. They're currently on their way. This is the first time where we're doing a podcast. Please don't critic us too harshly. And I'm also grateful for my brother. He will be behind the scenes doing the tech thing. Yeah, wish you us luck. Hi!
Mic test, hello?
Mic test.
Na-pressure kayo?
Test ka ulit. Mic test.
We did it! We did the podcast! And I am beyond happy that we finally have done it, because we've been talking about it, when we're going to film it, how we're going to film it, and I can't believe we finally did it. And I know it took a little bit longer than I expected, but again, it's our first rundown, and it surely won't be the last, and I know there will be more room for improvement, but I'm just happy that we actually did it, and the only thing left is editing and have it uploaded. Thank you again to my 2 guests a while ago, Sophia Kayanan and Kate Morales, for being my first 2 guests. I hope to have a lot more guests and actually incorporate the ones who have inspired me to do the podcast. And I wish for you guys to see the progress of everything that I have done and everything we are trying to build. I'm finally happy that my concepts, the ones that I'm just imagining, are slowly coming to life. I want you guys to see more of what we can do, of what I can show you, and you will get to know more of the introverted Valley. When there's changes, you have to accept that. You have to learn how to be comfortable with uncomfortable, because as what we said in the podcast, there is only growth when you do that. So yeah, thank you so much. And this is the first week of Makings of a Millionaire. We're 1 week down and more weeks to go, but well, huwag kang titigil kasi kailangan mong yumaman. Bye!